Life in the flow is like an eternal dance on the edge between reality and dream, where every moment is filled with unique magic. In this state, as if on the wings of the wind, the soul soars above the mundane, not worrying about tomorrow. All that matters is here and now, in this moment that so easily slips away if you don't know how to catch it. Lovers, immersed in this flow, cease to be just two separate beings. They become part of something greater, like stars in the celestial vault, twinkling in unison. Their hearts beat in rhythm, their souls intertwine in an inseparable knot. They don't just look at each other, they see through outer shells, penetrating the very depths of the soul. In this flow, every glance becomes an element, every touch, art. Time loses its linearity, becoming just a backdrop for this eternal symphony of feelings. There's no need for words when every gesture speaks for itself, when every sigh becomes a melody filled with indescribable beauty. This state cannot be held or described, it can only be felt. Like ocean waves, it comes and goes, leaving behind only memories, like the glimmers of stars in the night sky. But even when the flow departs, something remains. It's something that changes us, makes us more complete, more alive. In life in the flow, there is no room for doubts, fears, or limitations. It's a journey into the depths of oneself, an opening of new horizons of possibilities. This, ultimately, is the essence of our existence: to live, to love, and to be free. Life in the flow has its secrets, which, like keys to magical doors, grant access to this amazing state. One of them is the complete acceptance of the moment. How often do we get stuck in the past or the future, forgetting about the present? In the flow, every moment becomes priceless, and there's no room for regrets or expectations. Another secret is the absence of resistance. Like water, the flow finds its way through rocks and obstacles, without losing its essence. Resistance only intensifies the current, making it more chaotic and unpredictable. Instead of fighting the flow, it's better to become part of it, allowing it to guide you to where you'll find your true essence. In a romantic context, the flow becomes even more magical. It seems to create an invisible thread connecting two people, allowing them to feel each other at a distance, to understand without words. In this state, love is not just an emotion, it becomes a force capable of changing the world around. Love in the flow knows no boundaries or conditions. It doesn't demand but gives, doesn't limit but liberates. In this love, everyone becomes the best version of themselves, without losing their individuality. It's not just the interaction of two beings, it's the merging of two souls into a single whole that transcends their individual qualities. Life in the flow is not a final destination but rather an eternal process, an eternal search. It doesn't end when we find what we were looking for, it simply moves to a new level, opening new horizons and possibilities before us. This flow cannot be tamed or held back. It's like an eternal flame that can only be fueled but never controlled. And in this lies its beauty, in unpredictability, in the possibility to be here today and somewhere in another world, another reality, but always, in the flow. And so, life in the flow becomes our faithful companion, reminding us that true freedom is not in the absence of limitations, but in the ability to be oneself in any circumstances, at any moment in time. It's a journey without a map or compass, but with faith that, in the end, all roads lead to home, a home that we find in ourselves and in those we love.